So this is box number 2. If you didn't see box number 1, then that video explains everything what we're doing today. So there's going to be no long intro this time. We're going to crack on with box number 2. So check out the description below. It's going to have all the links for all the boxes, I guess. So yeah, let's see what we have. Wow, I see an N64. So let's have a look. What is this? Oh, Sinclair ZX Spectrum without the space bar. Maybe we can fix that, I don't know. But oh, look at that. Now, did anyone have one of these? This was definitely a popular British computer. Look at that. Look, there's your little expansion port, your 9-volt DC there. Look, your microphone, your earphones in case your family are complaining. You can zone them out. And one little lead to the TV. Look at that. Yeah, British computer, classic British computer. You didn't really see them much in the Americas. Not to say they didn't exist or anything, but yeah, definitely a good classic British computer. But then we kind of fell off the wagon a bit with the computers. But this one was a beautiful computer. Anyway, moving on. What the hell is this? Oh, look at that. Connect your Game Boy Advance to the TV. The big screen. The big screen CRT. Wow. I didn't even know I owned that. What on earth is this? Oh, you know what? I think I know what this is. Oh, look at the old Morrison's bags. This is, I see a floppy disk. It's a Dex drive. Which one is it? So if you haven't seen the Dex drive before, I've made a video on the Dex drive. I honestly didn't even know I owned 2 of them, one in the UK and one in America. You can put PlayStation 1 memory cards in here, and then you can plug it into your computer and modify the saves on your computer. This is a serial connection, but you can get a serial to USB. I have a whole video on that. I'll try and remember to link it in the description below. But Dex drive, yeah, very good for playing Dance Dance Revolution edits. What on earth is... Oh, is this the Spectrum power supply? 9 volts, yeah, I think it is actually. Look at that. If you've never seen a British plug before, check it out. It's actually quite clever. This is the ground, but you see how the ground is longer than the other two, so it's like a safety mechanism. When this goes in the wall, it opens a switch for these two, and then it goes in for safety. But if you stand on that, it is worse than Lego, trust me. What is this? I think that's for the Spectrum too, maybe for the earphone sockets we saw before. Oh, and there's the spacebar, yes! Excellent, justice is restored. What else we got in here? GameCube controller instruction manual. So games aren't even coming with manuals anymore, but the controller had one. This is the box for the multi-tap for the PlayStation. We used to play international track and field on here, 4 players. It's probably one of the best things I bought. I think it was £20 at the time. But definitely a good investment. Look at this. What is going on? See, you know this has been here a while. I'm not making it up. Look. Maybe we'll look at that in a minute. Yeah, that bag is disintegrated. Now this is a PlayStation mouse. What did I pay for it? $12.99. Not bad, is it? Special Reserve Discount Club. Very exclusive. Secret handshake. So I use this for Broken Sword. It's a point-and-click adventure game on the PlayStation. You can see there, it's still in its box. I always look after my things. But yeah, there was a thing in Broken Sword 1 where you pick up the soap in the coal mine, I think it was, and you can't do it with the mouse. You can't get the soap off the sink. You have to plug the controller in, get the soap, and then put your mouse back in. Unbelievable. Oh, look at this. Look at that. I think it's a CD wallet, PlayStation 1 themed. I haven't seen this for a while. Yeah, it's just a CD wallet. It's pretty cool though, isn't it? I don't know if it's official, but there we go. Why do I have 4 GameCubes? Actually, no, I do know. Do you remember when I was telling you I used to go to car boot sales and say I wanted to buy one GameCube game? They'd try and sell me the whole console because they don't want to take it home. They just want to get rid of it. So right now, Nintendo Wii's in the UK, right now, they're around £5 or less at car boots. No one wants them. No one's buying them. They don't give a crap. This is how I got all this stuff, because I just wanted the game. They sold me the whole console. I think, oh, well, £5, £3 for the whole lot. You know, why not? So, yeah. Hey, check it out. So this one with my upgrade there, that's the one I got for Christmas Day. I think the box for this is upstairs in the attic. We'll probably check that out in a later video. But yeah, that's my original N64. I got that on release bundled with Super Mario 64. Check it out, Super Nintendo. A little bit yellowed, but you can see this is a European one. It has a curved kind of front. I actually like the American design better because you can stack the games. Those ones are just a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, look at that. I honestly didn't even know I owned that. No, these... Oh, password card. So this is for the PlayStation 1. You plug it into that kind of parallel port, whatever it's called, the action replay port. These were only on earlier versions of the console. So later they removed this slot, maybe to save money. But I think it's to do with letting you play copied games. I used to sell these at school for £10 each. They come with a spring, and that would, you know, pretend the lid was closed down. I sold these to all my friends. I bought them for about £4 each from computer fairs. They used to have them at local football stadiums like Derby County, Aston Villa. I'd buy about 10 of them, and I'd get £6 profit on each one I sold. And then I'd give them a games list, so then they can buy games off me. But this is what one of them looks like. This one's not even trying to pretend. Look, PS Hacker. So yeah, it wasn't like the Explorer card. I have one of those, but very similar, you know, kind of the whole hex edit thing. It still has all the cheat things, but really, people just use them to play copied games if they didn't want to get their PlayStation chipped. In Europe, we have the SCART connector, which I think was a really good connector at the time. It kind of couples the AV stuff into one big socket, and I really like that design, but in America, you just don't see it at all, but that's what that is. So when I had my TV here, the big CRT, I'd have each console all wired in, then I can just say, oh, I want to play Super Nintendo, yoink, turn off the Nintendo, oh, what about some Genesis, etc. So yeah, I had about 3 of those. Yeah, the mass of cables was insane. So this one looks like my original GameCube. It has both memory cards. I didn't really get this one on release. This is kind of when I stopped playing video games, when the GameCube came out. But if I saw things cheap, I'd pick them up, which is why I have 4. But oh, it has Pikmin in. Wow. So yeah, so the GameCube wasn't really one I cared too much about. I kind of stopped playing by that point, and I was trying to focus on studying and whatnot. Boring, right? GameCube power supply. So now we can test those other GameCubes to see if they work. You see, look, everything is organized. Look, every console has a little label on. This is an AV splitter. Sorry, RF. So this is what our RF looks like. Look. So this would be like the Sega Mega Drive, the Master System, and maybe a Commodore in there. Then I could just switch between them on the TV through that port. So there's the, you can see there's the Dreamcast, there's the Sega Saturn, Super Nintendo. So it's all in there. What's this? Oh, no way! So this is my original Dreamcast. Look how yellow it is. It's hard to tell with the lighting, but against something white, now you can kind of see. Super yellow. I'm going to do a video on retro brighting. I've done the actual video, I just need to edit it together. So if you have a Dreamcast like this, watch the video. Wow, look at that. And you can restore this almost perfectly, not quite, but it'll look pretty good. So a secret ingredient, hydrogen peroxide, and the sun. That's all you need. This is my original Sega Saturn. I didn't get this on release because it was super expensive. This was £4 from a car boot sale. It came with Knights, which we saw in the last box, and a Sega Saturn memory card. This is what the memory cards look like. They look like Genesis games, and they would plug in the back, and then you can save your progress on the memory card. Was I playing anything? No. So yeah, Sega Saturn, super bulky. It came out just before the PlayStation. It was kind of successful in Japan, but just didn't really take off here. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But yeah, I had one. It was a pretty good console. But it was like the early days of 3D, like Virtual Fighter, and I was trying to get used to the whole 3D aspect. This is a Sega Master System 2. It has... so this console was pretty cool, because if you bought the Master System 1 or the Master System 2, it would always come with a built-in game. And when we're kids, like, sometimes we don't have the games, you know, we get the console and you're like, what about the games? But the Master System always offered a built-in game, and it was usually Super Hang-On or Alex Kidd. This one has Alex Kidd built in. You can see... and you could pause the game on the console. That was so cool. It's like a freeze frame. And yeah, just RF and a power supply. But yeah, there's my Master System. That was a good console. I played that one a lot. Why do I have 2 Super Nintendos? Not gonna complain, I guess. This one, I don't know how this got in here or what it is, but it looks like a cheap Chinese clone for a PS2. Yeah, who knows? Oh, we're gonna have to deal with this bag now. These are like magic puzzles. See if we can just stuff them in the corner and deal with it later. So, yeah, here we have the GameCube power supply and all the cables. So we can just lift all that out the way. And here's my Nintendo, my PAL NES, my PAL NES. There it is. Look at that. NES version. NES version. Have I seen that? I don't know. I don't recognize that. Yeah, little. There it is. Look, there he is. 1985. I haven't had it that long. I actually got the SNES before the Nintendo because my mum was saving a nest egg for us growing up. She'd be like, when you're older, when you're 18, you get all this money. And I was like, oh, I don't want the money. I kind of want to spend it all on a Super Nintendo right now and have no money when I'm 18. And that's exactly what I did. So when I was 18, I was understandably quite poor. PlayStation 1, does it have the slot? There it is. So there's the parallel I/O where you put the action replay, then you can play your copied games. Yeah, but that's my original PS1. And there's the spring, look. The cheat spring. Amazing. This Xbox. Oh, these are heavy, aren't they? Yeah, well, what can I say? We all know what an Xbox One is, don't we? Pretty much kill somebody with it. I think Abe's Exodus is probably still in there, because that's the last one I remember playing. Brand new cassette tape. What else? Another mass of cables. But yeah, those of you who have never seen a SCART cable, you can literally plug the audio and the video into the back and it turns into a SCART. It just kind of reassigns the pins somewhat. Yeah, I think that is it. Oh, there's a... Oh, that's probably from a console, maybe the Master System or something, or the Saturn. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What was in this bag anyway? What the hell? Oh yeah, they're all magic puzzles. That's going to be fun. But yeah, box 2 complete. So it was a pretty solid box 2, I think. I don't remember having some of this stuff at all. I think this is a pretty cool find. Maybe just for me, but the Master System 2 and the Saturn. We finally found the Saturn so we can try some of those games. Yeah, what do you think the find is in here? What's the best thing? What's the worst thing? Do you have any memories of any of them? Share below, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is box number 2. And we're scratching the surface. There's a lot more to go. But yeah, box 2. Peace out.